Welcome to the podcast for Brain and Courtlin in the morning on 98.1 K-Hawk.
Cedar Rapids #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Shabuzi and a bar song. Good morning, it's Brain and Courtlin. Courtlin back after Thanksgiving.
Hi.
You're full. You're sounding amazing.
I'm just happy to have a voice back. When I left last Tuesday, we were making jokes calling me Steve because my voice was so deep. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I had no voice whatsoever. What a
great time to be off, though.
Yeah, it just continued to get worse. And it's the worst case of laryngitis that I've ever had. And I just figured, it's a cold, because I really didn't have any other symptoms other than a little bit of congestion. And when I would lay down to go to sleep at night, I would cough because of the drainage.
Yeah.
So I just figured, it'll get better on its own. And it did not. So my mom forced me basically to go to urgent care on Sunday morning. And it turns out I have bronchitis, a sinus infection. And so they gave me 3 different medications. So right now I'm on steroids, antibiotics, and a pearl that is supposed to be for coughing that you take 3 times a day. It's not like a normal pill. Very weird.
Pearl?
It's called a pearl.
Well, I hope my deductible covers pearls.
So my voice, even just from yesterday, sounds so much better. So yes, it was a great time to lose my voice because I don't know how I would have been able to work.
There's nothing, it's funny because I was talking to a coworker about this yesterday about colds in this time of year. And I'm going to knock on wood here because I've been pretty fortunate the last couple of years when I get a cold, it doesn't really affect my voice too much. But there was about a 3 or 4 year period where every cold I got went right to my vocal cords.
I remember I was here.
Yeah. And I'm like, what kind of sick joke is this? Why can't you just stay in my head or go to my chest like normal colds do?
Yeah. I felt like I got your illness because.
No, don't even try and pawn this off on me. Thanks a lot.
You have kids at home. There's a chance. It affected me like it normally affects you.
So my daughter Carly has been battling a cold and she's got some drainage and a cough. It's nothing serious. She keeps asking me, Dad, do I have a fever? And I keep feeling her doing what parents have done for the past 175 million years. They feel their child's forehead as a gauge to see whether or not they feel like they're warm or possibly feverish. And every time I tell Carly, no, you don't feel warm.
You feel fine.
And she goes, is your hand a thermometer? And I go, whoa. I go, no, I didn't feel your forehead and said you're at 98.4 degrees. I said you don't feel feverish. It's a guideline. And then I got yelled at by my 16-year-old daughter about how my hand isn't a thermometer. And then I told her a story about how I'm old enough that you don't want to know where they used to stick thermometers. And that conversation ended quickly.
Wow. Okay.
Anyway, welcome back.
What a way to be welcomed.
It's Brady Courtlin at K-Hawk.
Is your home ready for a...
Cedar Rapids #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. How country feels from Randy Hauser. Feels like about 17 degrees right now. It's Brandon Courtlin. Good morning.
My phone said 15. Ugh.
Results may vary. One thing we can tell you with certainty, though, is we have not 1 but 2 country concert announcements coming up a little later on in the show.
Wait a minute.
I know.
What did I miss? I was only gone for 4 days.
Stuff, I knew one of them was happening. The one I knew about and have known about for a while is coming up this morning at 9, and we will be giving away tickets to that show when we announce it. It is a Cedar Rapids country show, and then we'll be giving away tickets the rest of the week at 7:10. The other one kind of popped up late last week, and that announcement will be coming this morning at around 9:40.
Okay.
So
you're going to have to fill me in.
I can do that. There will be articles and information on both shows up on the K-Hawk app. Make sure you're signed up for concert and event alerts, and you'll get all the info as soon as we announce it at 9 and 9:40.
Wow. That's something to come back to, man.
Yeah. Country concert news this morning with your country concert leader, K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Dirks Bentley and What Was I Thinking? Good morning, it's Brady Courtlin. Welcome into a Tuesday. Courtlin back from Thanksgiving. And one thing that we both wanted to do over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend was go to the theater.
I really, really wanted to go see Wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I saw Wicked on Broadway I believe it was back in 2009.
Okay.
At the Detroit Opera House in Detroit, and immediately fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Easily one of my top 3 favorite musicals of all time. And so obviously when the movie came out, I said, I'm going to go see this as soon as I can. And then over the weekend, I was sick over the whole Thanksgiving holiday. And I didn't want to sit in a theater and have to hold back any coughs and annoy the people around me.
You didn't want to defy gravity in your throat?
So I decided, okay, I'm going to wait. But you ended up waiting for a different reason.
So listen, I have never seen the Broadway musical Wicked, although it is a Tony Award-winning musical. Idina Menzel won a Tony Award.
Kristen
Chenoweth, of course. Those are the 2 people that kind of, I think, they were the original Broadway cast that made the production so famous, made the musical numbers famous. Even if you haven't seen the musical, you know a lot of the songs.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And so I was wanting to see this. Both of my daughters are on board.
You also
Carly,
love musicals, though.
I do. I love musicals. I've seen a couple of musicals before. Obviously not on Broadway. I don't get to Broadway that often. But I love musicals. And so I'm like, yeah, Holly's not a huge musical fan. She's like, take the girls to Wicked. And I'm like, all right. I go, girls, let's put on our ruby slippers and let's go see a matinee.
Actually, the slippers are silver in the movie.
Okay, listen. Okay,
Sorry.
I'm in the same universe. Give me a break. I don't want to talk about how Wicked ties into the Wizard of Oz. If you haven't seen the movie or the musical, we're just going to leave it at that. And by the way, if you're not aware, this is Wicked Part 1. Wicked Part 2 comes out next November.
Gosh! And I just want to say, if you've seen if you're a Wicked newbie and you watch this first movie, just wait until you hear the songs in the second one.
Yeah.
Oh, the songs in Act 2 are going to just rip out your heart. They're so incredible.
It's exactly what I want to happen Thanksgiving 2025. So I tried.
Is that when it's coming out next Thanksgiving?
November of 2025.
Okay,
I know.
continue.
I thought maybe they'd bring it out spring or summer anyway.
They're making us wait.
A whole freaking year. So I was going to try and get 3 seats together, like families do. And I was unable to even get 2 seats together.
Wow.
And so.
Yeah, people are buying. And you don't have a lot of options here in the corridor when it comes to movie theaters. We don't really have a lot of them.
No,
around
listen,
here.
I mean, if you're in the Cedar Rapids, Marion area like I am and like you are.
You've got like 2 options.
You've got 2 options.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get 3 seats together at any of those options. And the other thing you need to remember about Wicked is that it's 2 hours and 40 minutes with commercials and previews.
So you don't want to go see it too late.
Exactly.
Because we have to work the next day.
That's going to be well over 3 hours of your time in a movie theater.
I would say your best bet right now would be to go during the week.
Yeah, we're going to give it a shot again this weekend. We're going to try. As a matter of fact, I probably should look and see if I can buy my tickets.
Dude, my mom saw Wicked before I did. She got to go to a private showing.
Well, look at her.
Somebody that she knows rented out a movie theater and they had like a big family and friends night. And my mom got invited and I'm like, what the heck? This is crap. How did you see it before I did?
She's got friends in higher places than you do,
Clearly.
apparently. By the way, Wicked, not the number 1 movie at the box office, although it did do another $118 million over the holiday weekend. Oh no, it's Moana 2.
I totally forgot that was coming out.
$225 million.
And you were telling me that they initially weren't going to release this in theaters.
I heard that this was initially, at its inception, going to be straight to Disney Plus.
Well, good thing they didn't do that.
And they're like, wait a minute. Why don't we
I feel like Moana was maybe a popular movie.
Well, just a little bit.
Should we try putting it out again?
Oh, wait. $225 million in 5 days?
That was the right choice, obviously.
Evil Disney laugh. Yeah. So anyway, if you've seen either movie, let us know in the K-Hawk app how you liked Moana 2 or, of course, Wicked. I've heard nothing but great things. And one of the cool things I think that I really am looking forward to seeing about Wicked is all the practical special effects, and they built a lot of these huge sets.
They tried to use as little CGI as possible, which is incredible.
I really respect that a lot as far as filmmaking is concerned.
I can't imagine how detailed it was to film this movie.
And all the singing actually happened live on stage.
Love that.
I think that's really cool, too. So, so you going to try and go this weekend or not?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I have a lot of other stuff going on this weekend.
Oh, okay. Give us your review of Wicked if you've seen it. You can hit us up on the 98.1 K-Hawk app on K-Hawk. Cole Wetzel and Jesse Murph. That's High Road. Brain and Courtlin, good morning. We've got your chance to win tickets to go see Bulls, Bands, and Barrels back in Cedar Rapids on February 1st.
Always a fun show.
Oh, it's fantastic. Bull riding, bull fighting, barrel racing, and then, there's a concert afterwards with Treaty Oak Revival.
Yes, a country concert to wrap it all up, as if the rodeo itself isn't exciting enough.
No, I mean, you got a full night of excitement there with Bulls, Bands, and Barrels.
I don't know how you could not be impressed by this event.
No, and you can add another B, Bulls, Bands, Barrels, and beer.
Oh, yeah, that too.
We're giving away tickets all week long. Listen for the rodeo sounder, be caller 10. It's pretty recognizable at this point in time. And we're going to play right around 7:10 next hour on 98.1 K-Hawk. New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. World on Fire. That's Nate Smith. Good morning. It's Brain and Courtlin. Listen, I don't want to speak for you, but I'm guessing that one of the reasons you enjoy the field that we both work in is the fact that you're a music lover. You've loved music your whole life. I'm much the same way.
Yeah, and I've, only loved country music for the past 10 years or so.
Yep.
But now that I love country music, I really love country music.
Yeah, and I think country's at a really cool spot right now. I know we've talked about this before. There's just so many different, little subgenres or parts of country music that are available to really get into.
And one of my favorite things to tell people when they say they don't like country music is you just haven't found the right artist yet.
100% agree with that.
Because I fully believe there is a country artist out there for everybody.
100% agree with that. Now, listen, there are lots of different music subscription services that we all have, whether it's Apple, whether it's Spotify. My kids took over Spotify, so I have YouTube Music.
Yeah, I was going to say, your end of the year stuff is going to be very skewed towards Taylor Swift, I feel like.
Yes. So that's why I have YouTube Music. And one of the cool things that these services do is they put out these year-end lists where they look at your listening habits over the course of the entire year, 2024. And they tell you things like how many artists or how many different songs you listen to, how many minutes you spent listening to music. By the way, mine was just under 10,500 minutes.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends for me. Some months I'm really into music. Some months I'm really into podcasts. So I go back and forth. But the cool thing about Apple Replay is you can check it at any point during the year. And there is an ongoing playlist that constantly updates of your most played songs, your 100 most played songs of the year. And so I was checking that out over the weekend after I saw the article that you wrote last week.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, I wonder what songs I listened to a lot this year.
Okay, so both of us, 1, 2, 3, have our top five. I think I listed my top 5 most listened to or played songs.
So if we're going to do that, then none of mine are country artists, mainly because I got really into Sabrina Carpenter and Chappell Roan this year.
Yeah, no, I mean, I listened to them too. Clearly not as much as you did.
No, but there are a lot of country artists in my top 100. So I kind of put together a list of my top 10 favorite country songs of the year. And all of them except for one are on my most listened to list.
Okay.
The only one that I did not include from the most listened to list is Winning Streak by Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
I think it is one of the most incredible songs to be released this year. So powerful. Such a great song. But I cannot listen to it all the time because it makes me sob uncontrollably.
Sure.
So it made my list of the top 10, but it definitely was not one of the most listened to songs for me this year.
Who was your most listened to overall artist of the year?
It was Sabrina Carpenter and Chappell Roan.
Okay.
Yeah, those were
Who was your
the
most
top
listened
two.
to country artist of the year?
I think it's Casey Musgraves.
Okay.
Because Deeper Well, such a beautiful album.
So Zach Bryan was my most listened to country artist of the year.
He's
in
on my
2024.
list for sure, yep.
First of all, Great American Bar Scene dropped this year. Listened to that a lot. And also, we went and saw him in concert earlier this spring. And that really, really got me and my daughter Kaylee just looping his music over and over again.
You can tell which artists we saw live because there's a spike in certain songs. Like in my top 100 songs, I've got Run by George Strait.
Look at that. There you go.
Because I listened to that song like 50 times before the concert. I loved it so much.
But my most listened to song of the year is a song that you said you're not even familiar with?
No. I have not heard this one. Although I had a different Courtlin song on my list.
So number 2 on my list was High Road, Courtlin and Jesse Murph, the song that we're playing now a lot on K-Hawk.
Love it.
But from that same album, 9 Lives, which was my second most listened to album of the year, there's a song called Damn Near Normal. It was the first single that co-released from that album. And basically, it's just a song that talks about people and the fact that everybody is going through something and everybody deals with that something in different ways. It may seem odd, but it's the song title. It's Damn Near Normal to me.
I like that. I'm going to have to listen to that one.
And so, check it out. It's on the Courtlin album, 9 Lives. And I don't know why that song resonated with me this year, but it just does.
Okay, I'll tell you my top 3 country songs that I played the most this year.
Okay, top 3 country songs.
Cowboys Cry 2.
Yeah.
Kelsey Ballerina and Noah Kahan.
That's a great tune.
High Road, Courtlin and Jesse Murph.
Yeah.
And You Look Like You Love Me, Ella Langley and Riley Green.
I don't need a ticket to your freak show.
Freak show, yeah.
I know. Okay, listen to the unedited version, folks, on your subscription service.
It's a little more powerful, I feel.
I think it is, too. I think it totally is. So if you're curious about what songs, albums, artists that we gravitate towards, because we do get asked a lot, hey, do you guys listen to what you play on the radio? Well,
sometimes, yeah.
But we listen to all kinds of other stuff, too, as should you.
There's just way too many good songs for them to all be played on the radio. It's impossible.
Exactly. No matter why you listen to music, we just we hope you do, and we hope that K-Hawk is part of it. So check out our most listened to music of 2024. It's up on the 98.1 K-Hawk app.
K-Hawk, good morning. You are caller number 10.
Thank you.
Congrats. What's your name?
Christy,
you've got a pair of tickets to go to Bulls, Bands, and Barrels in downtown Cedar Rapids on February 1st. Congratulations.
thank you so much.
Congratulations, Bulls, Bands, and Barrels in downtown Cedar Rapids. Once again, bull riding, bull fighting, barrel racing, and a concert afterwards from Treaty Oak Revival.
A little bit of everything.
A lot of fun. More tickets to give away. Just listen for that rodeo sounder again tomorrow morning from 98.1 K-Hawk.
Are you smarter than us?
Cedar Rapids #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. It's Brain and Courtlin playing Are You Smarter Than Brains Kids, brought to you by Wild Hogs in Walford.
And there's nothing that we love more than having a first-time contestant on the phone. Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning.
Andrew from Anamosa. The alliteration is strong this morning. How are you?
Doing.
Okay, what do you do for a living, if we can ask?
I'm a systems engineer at Collins.
Wow.
We've got a smart guy on the phone.
A reminder, got to get all 3 questions right to get that gift card. Good luck to you.
All right, here we go, Andrew. Question number 1, American history. Who gave the Gettysburg Address?
Washington.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Ooh, ouch.
Abe Lincoln. Abe Lincoln gave the
Yeah,
Gettysburg
that was my
Address.
second choice.
It's okay.
All right.
It's all right. We've got 2 more questions for you. No big deal. Question number 2. Which U.S. city is known as the City of Brotherly Love?
Seattle.
I'm so sorry. It's Philadelphia.
Which is ironic because they throw batteries at Santa. It's just,
What?
it's crazy. You've never heard that?
No.
Oh, my God. They're wonderful in Philly. Love you.
All right. Final question for you, Andrew. What is the name of the scale that is used to measure earthquake intensity?
Richter scale.
Yeah.
Not bad for an old person.
See, you got 1 out of 3. That's something.
Listen, it's easy listening. It's harder once you get in and actually play. So, Andrew, we hope you call back again sometime.
Thank you.
Yep, thanks. Okay. Yeah, listen.
It's tough when you play for the first time. I get it.
Yeah.
Also, what is your statement about Philadelphia?
No, the City of Brotherly Love. They can get a little testy there, especially when it comes to their sports teams. I believe it happened at a Philadelphia Eagles game where the Eagles were playing poorly and they brought Santa out or something during the holidays and they threw snowballs with batteries inside at Santa.
Why did they do that?
Oh, I don't know. Philly. Why do you do it?
Is that real? It sounds like a myth.
Google it and tell me I'm wrong.
All right, I'm going to Google it and we'll get back to you.
Okay, it's Brain and Courtlin on 98.1 K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Tyler Hubbard and Dancing in the Country. It's Brain and Courtlin. And listen, if you don't have your lights up yet on your home. I know a lot of them went up over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. It's that time of year, and we have another contest where you can win some cash just for showing us your outdoor holiday light display.
Yes, it is our Light Up Eastern Iowa contest. We've done this in years past. Basically, you have until December 20th to share a photo with us of your beautiful holiday display. Maybe you go all out with lights. Maybe you've got a bunch of inflatables or statues all over your front lawn.
That's right.
Whatever you do, we want to see a picture of it, and it could end up winning you $500.
Yep. Submit your photos using the K-Hawk app. Okay, that's how you submit your photos for the Light Up Eastern Iowa contest. And yeah, you could win $500, which I would think, cover most of your electric bill for having that holiday light display.
Yeah, I would say that would come in handy. By the way, Light Up Eastern Iowa is sponsored by Outlets and Marketplace Williamsburg, so you could take that $500, go shopping.
That's always true. That's always that's always a great option when you win $500. So if your holiday light display is up, you're proud of it, send us a photo. You could win $500. Get entered now on the 98.1 K-Hawk app.
Here's today's country music news of the day. It's Brain and Courtlin's Country Quickies on 98.1 K-Hawk.
Well, every year at CRS, which is called Country Radio Seminar Conferences, there's something called the New Faces of Country Music. The nominees for 2025 are in. Eventually, folks in radio and the music industry will vote, and we'll have 5 winners. But right now, the 10 nominees include, and I think you'll know these folks, Zach Topp, Ashley Cook, Dasha, Warren Ziders, Drew Baldridge, Chase Beckham, Dylan Marlowe, Brian Martin, Chase Matthew, and Tucker Wetmore.
Yeah, I recognize all those names.
Yeah, yep. So once again, there'll be 5 quote-unquote winners named as the New Faces of Country Music. But hey, keep your eyes on all 10 of those, in my opinion.
So Cody Jinks just announced his 2025 Hippies and Cowboys tour yesterday. And you'll be happy to know that, yes, there is an Iowa stop. Slated to kick off in March in New Orleans, the extensive trek will run through September, and one of those final September concerts will be on the 18th in Des Moines at Lauridsen Amphitheater at Waterworks Park, which is an outdoor venue. Tanner Usry is going to be opening up the show. General public ticket on sale for all the dates starts this Friday, December 6th at 10 a.m. Now, additionally, Cody Jinks also announced that he has a new album dropping on Friday. It's a special project called Cody Jinks Sings Lefty Frizzle. It's a tribute album to the late honky-tonk legend, Lefty Frizzle. So you'll be able to check that out this week, too.
All right, speaking of new projects, Co Wetzel yesterday announced part 2 of his Christmas EP, Wetzel's Wonderland. Chapter 2 will be out this Friday, December 6th. Last year, he put out Co Wetzel Presents Wetzel's Wonderland. Songs like Blue Christmas, I'll Be Home for Christmas, and Please Come Home for Christmas were on the last one. This project out Friday will include songs like Run Run Rudolph, Merry Christmas Baby, Silver Bells, and more with the Co Wetzel twist, as you might imagine. So check that out. Wetzel's Wonderland Part 2 out Friday.
I like the title. That's fun.
I do too.
So speaking of the holidays, the holiday special CMA Country Christmas airs tonight. It's co-hosted by Trisha Yearwood and Amy Grant and will feature performances from both of them, as well as John Party, Ashley McBride, and Cody Johnson. Now, Cody is especially excited because he gets to, quote, show a little more of a Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin side of himself.
Yeah.
He said the reason he chose the songs White Christmas and I'll Be Home for Christmas is to show a different side of his voice that we wouldn't normally hear. So if you want to check that out, it's going to air tonight at 7 on ABC, and it will be streaming tomorrow on Hulu and Disney Plus in case you miss it.
Okay, those are your quickies this morning. It's Brain and Courtland on 98.1 K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids, number 1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Kane Brown and Miles on it. Brain and Courtland back together after the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. A weekend where we inadvertently and unbeknownst to us, each enjoyed a new recipe for a very popular side dish.
Yeah, I thought this was interesting because last week you were telling me that one of your daughters was planning to make a mac and cheese that she saw on TikTok.
Yes.
And you said it was supposed to be really good and she was going to be making it for more than one occasion. And then I went home to Michigan over the holidays and we were at Thanksgiving on Thursday and my cousin made a mac and cheese. And I tried this mac and cheese And I said, oh my God, where did this recipe come from? This might be some of the best mac and cheese I have ever tasted. And she said, oh, I actually got it from TikTok. So when I came in this morning, the first thing I asked you was, hey, who is the recipe from on TikTok? Because I think we had the same thing last week.
Well, if you or anybody out there has tried Teeny's mac and cheese from TikTok, that is the recipe that we are talking about. And I had no idea about this till my daughters, of course, brought it to my attention.
Yeah, I don't ever go on TikTok.
I do, but I'm not searching for mac and cheese recipes typically while I'm on there.
Well, I guess we should be, because this recipe was posted a year ago.
Yeah.
And it's got like 4.2 million saves on it and 13.6 million favorites. I mean, people love this mac and cheese.
Yeah. Now, it requires
a lot of cheese.
A lot of cheese.
But all mac and cheese recipes should.
Yeah. And the other thing that this thing asks you to do, and I think rightfully so, is you have to shred your own cheese.
Oh, yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a rule with mac and cheese, because shredded cheese, they put something in it so it doesn't clump. And
it prevents it from like melting
properly.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it amazing the things that you sometimes learn in your adult life that maybe you should have known years ago?
And I was also interested to see what else they put in this recipe that makes it so good.
Yeah.
It has Dijon mustard in it.
Yeah, that was something that I questioned too. And I'm like, wow, how is that gonna, and it just does. It all works together. Paprika, heavy cream, butter, salt, evaporated milk, all of things I have gone to Hy-Vee and bought multiple times
and those
over
big
the holiday weekend.
Spiral noodles too.
Yes, there's cavatappi noodles. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce them or not, but very specific that you get those because they really kind of grab on to all the cheesy goodness, so to speak.
And this is a baked mac and cheese too, so the top is like a nice crust.
You bake it and then you broil it for you have to broil it in your oven for a few minutes. So that's
for real,
that's how you get that crispy golden top.
I really think this might be like the best mac and cheese that I've had outside of a restaurant in my life.
Are you going to make some at home? Try it for yourself?
I probably won't make it at home for me because that would be
cut down your portion.
A terrible idea.
Cut down your portion.
Imagine me eating that whole pan. No, but we might be doing a Friendsgiving soon, so I thought maybe I could make it for Friendsgiving.
So Kaylee made it for her volleyball banquet last week. Carly made a batch for the Thanksgiving dinner and gathering with my side of the family on Thursday, and then Carly made another batch for the Thanksgiving gathering we had with Holly's side of the family.
So like 70% of your body at this point is mac and cheese.
Listen, there were so many other people that got to enjoy it. I mean, I had some, yes, but it's not like I'm eating half a pan myself. But
I could.
Leftovers are great.
I believe I ate my leftovers that I brought home from Thanksgiving at 3:00 the following morning.
Let us know. What do you think? Have you tried Teeny's mac and cheese?
Or do you think you have a better recipe?
And listen, maybe you do. Maybe you just haven't gone viral yet. Maybe we can make you go viral.
Yeah.
We can be your virus. Maybe not.
I don't know if that's how we want to word it.
Probably not. Send us your best mac and cheese recipe or let us know if you like Teeny's. You can message us on the 98.1 K-Hawk app. 8.1 K-Hawk. Morgan Wallen and Lies. Good morning. It's Brady and Courtlin. For those of you who don't know, I live in Marion. I love living in Marion. It's a city that's making improvements all the time. However, one thing that might surprise you about Marion is the pool. Marion Public Swimming Pool was built in 1987.
Really?
Yes.
And they haven't really done anything with it since then?
That is correct, Courtlin.
Wow, that seems weird. I feel like Marion is on the up and up.
Yes, they are in a lot of ways. However, they kind of got left behind as far as the whole aquatic center craze goes when Cedar Rapids did theirs years ago and upgraded their pools and facilities. And so in 2016, a survey of Marion residents asked which project they would like to see completed most in the future. The overwhelming number one answer, as you might imagine, was a new aquatic center. And so now plans are coming together, and the Marion City Council has recently approved plans to purchase 24 acres of property for a proposed new aquatic center.
Nice.
Okay. Now, we're not there yet. There is a bond referendum. It'll be up for a public vote in November of next year. So a year from now.
Oh my gosh, that's so far.
A year from now, there'll be a public vote. And then if the bond issue is approved, then things will move forward. By the way, the land is just north of Highway 100 near the intersection of 31st Street and Moonier Road in Marion.
So what's it going to look like? Is it going to have anything cool?
Okay, so there's an artist rendering up on the K-Hawk app if you want to take a look at it. Here's what the nearly $26 million project would feature: a lazy river, water slides, a wave pool, a diving well, and a 25-yard lap pool with Ninja Warrior obstacle course
my gosh.
set up. Yeah.
That sounds dangerous.
That's more than I need.
I'll take the lazy river, please.
I was just going to say, you had me at lazy. I will be at the lazy part of that aquatic center. So now here's the deal. A grand opening, tentatively, best case scenario, the city is saying not till spring or summer of 2027.
Oh, my God.
I mean, these things take planning.
It's 2024.
Stop telling me. It's late 2024. Can you at least give me that?
Still, it just seems so far.
Because here's the deal. Listen, my kids, my son is 20. My daughters are 16 and 14 respectively. And over the years when we have wanted to go swimming, have they gone to pool parties and things in Marion? Yes, they have. They've gone to the Marion Public Pool, and when they come out, they look disappointed. However, where have we gone? We've gone to places like Knoll Ridge, the Knoll Ridge Aquatic Center, which is very modern and up to date, even though it was built, how many years ago now. So we're just overdue in Marion, and I hope that the public gets behind this project.
I feel like they will. Why wouldn't they?
Taxes.
Well,
things like that will have to be examined, and I'm sure that the group putting this presentation and effort together, they'll make clear what's going to happen to property taxes and things like that when the referendum comes up for a vote next fall. But Marion needs a new pool. I think we can all agree on that. You can read more about the plans on the 98.1 K-Hawk app.
K-Hawk, good morning. You are caller number 10.
Awesome.
Way to go. What's your name?
Marcus.
Marcus, you've got the very first pair of tickets to go see Allison Krauss and Union Station at the McGrath Amphitheater in Cedar Rapids this June.
Oh, yeah.
All right, way to go, Marcus. Picking up some tickets here before you can even buy them. Once again, they go on sale Friday morning at 10 a.m. We're giving them away, though, the rest of the week at 7:10.
We're playing a game called Two Truths and a Lie.
Okay. You're familiar with that. We'll learn all about it. 98.1 K-Hawk, One Bad Habit from Tim McGraw. Good morning. It's Brady and Courtlin. We did concert announcement number 1, top of the hour. Allison Krauss and Union Station coming to the McGrath Amphitheater on Friday night, June 13th. All the info up on the K-Hawk app. But we're not done. We've got more concert news coming up at 9:40.
That's crazy.
Announcement number 2.
It's just weird how it all happened to fall on one day.
Courtlin comes back into work today, and she's like, hey, how's it going? What's new? And I'm like, well, we've got 2 concert announcements this morning in the 9 o'clock hour. And she's like, what?
I thought you were joking.
Yeah, no, I am not joking. So the second announcement coming up at 9:40. Make sure you have concerts and event alerts turned on your app. You'll also get the information if you're at work and you can't be near a radio. So we got it all coming up for you at 9:40 with your country concert leader, 98.1 K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids, number 1 for new country, 98.1 K-Hawk. George Burge and Cowboy Songs. It's Brady and Courtlin. A busy Tuesday morning for us. We've got concert news to reveal to you once again. Our second announcement of the morning. Once again, all the information we're about to read to you is up on the K-Hawk app and also soon to be our Facebook page.
And this is Eastern Iowa County Fair concert news.
Oh, yes, indeed. We're talking the 2025 Delaware County Fair in Manchester.
They always get great artists over there. I went
really
to see Carly Pierce a few years ago, and it was fantastic.
So here we go. This is going to be on a Friday night, July 11th, Courtlin, at the Delaware County Fair. Get ready for Scotty McCreery.
Oh, I still have never seen Scotty McCreery live.
He's really good.
I can only imagine. I mean, he was great on American Idol.
I know. It's hard to believe it's been how many years since he won American Idol. He and Lauren Elena battled it out in the finale that year. But
oh, my gosh. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Scotty McCreery, Delaware County Fair in Manchester, once again on Friday, July 11th. Tickets for this show will go on sale Friday morning, this Friday, December 6th, at 9 a.m.
They've got party pit and track tickets that'll be available.
Okay, 9 a.m. on Friday, DelawareCoFair.com. We have the link in the info, of course, for Scotty coming back to Eastern Iowa up on the K-Hawk app. So check it out. Going to be a great show at the Delaware County Fair in Manchester. So get your tickets to see Scotty McCreery.
I might have to go out there for that one.
Might have to go. What was our nickname for him?
Scooty McCrew?
Scooty McScoots? We had a bunch of things.
Scooty
we called
McCrudy?
him, none of which, by the way, he has ever approved. So, Scotty McCreery. How about we just call him that? So,
Okay.
All right. Dad joke to get us out of here on a Tuesday.
First of all, though, isn't it so sad that we don't have listener lunch today?
I thought we were going to make it through a whole show, Courtlin.
I'm sorry, I was just thinking about it.
Without casting that black shadow down upon our lunch hour.
Okay,
so.
well, let's end on the high note then.
So are we jumping into holiday dad jokes for the remainder of the season?
We absolutely are. I've got some good ones.
Cannot wait.
All right, Brain. How do you wash your hands during the holidays?
How do you wash your hands during the holidays? I'm not sure.
With a hand sanitizer.
I like that one. We're kicking it off with a great one.
Oh, just wait. There's some really good ones on here.
Oh, man. All right. Back tomorrow morning, bright and early at 5 a.m. Until then, have a great Tuesday. So long.